All right, so this story now, the City of Tshwane was set to convene a council meeting today to debate Mayor Randall Williams' resignation. However, the council session has now been postponed. The multi-party coalition formation welcomed the mayor's resignation following adverse findings by the Auditor General. Now, our reporter Pule Letshwiti-Jones is out on that story, and he joins us now live just to give us an update. Pule, so I guess the City of Tshwane, the capital that is, still without a mayor after this postponement now.
Definitely. In fact, what we know is that the mayor is on special leave currently until the 28th of February, which will be his last day as he vacates his office. We understand now there is someone he's placed in charge, which of course will be the acting mayor. But today there was supposed to be a special council sitting that was supposed to convene, where the Audit Performance Committee would table their report, which looks, of course, into the Auditor General's adverse findings against the City of Tshwane. However, that report cannot be tabled now because it still has a bit of detailing that has to be rectified. And we understand the Speaker was also supposed to use this opportunity to alert councillors about the Mayor's two resignation letters, one which he intended to resign immediately, and secondly, the one where he said he would serve notice until the 28th of February, but that hasn't happened as well because the Speaker says they need to look into that report by the APC of the City of Tshwane, and then they will present the resignation letters before Council, making them aware of what is happening with the Mayor's future as well, and him having resigned. But joining us now, we're speaking to Alderman Derek Kasindith from Action SA here in the City of Tshwane. Alderman, thank you very much for joining us this morning. Let's just start with maybe the status of the coalition formation in the City of Tshwane. How is it looking like now that the mayor has resigned? Are you guys a bit disappointed?
Thank you. Firstly, good day to you and all the listeners. Yes, we are sort of disappointed by the way the resignation has taken place. As a coalition partners, we expected to be put abreast that this was going to happen, but it did not happen. We heard about it after the fact. And yes, there were two resignation letters. The first one was immediate, and then after we got he retracted that, and then he put it as at 28th of February 2023.
And as it is right now, do you think that this was the right decision taken by the mayor? Looking at the pressure that was mounting, and him having, of course, this report that's against the city, saying those adverse findings looking into the city's finances. Do you think this was the right move?
I think the mayor should have stayed on, but in this case, the consequence management has been taken by his party, not by the coalition of Tshwane, but the party made that decision. So he had to abide by the party decision, and then we were made aware of it, and now we're taking it forward.
And what's the next step right now for the coalition formation? Obviously, the 28th of February would be his last day, but what is it that you're expecting? Are you looking at now fielding a deputy mayor and another mayor? What are the talks?
Now, firstly, there were talks of a deputy mayor for the City of Tshwane. That was part of the agreement that they came, the multi-party coalition agreement, and they're still working on that. The Speaker is working on that to create that position that a deputy mayor would be in. And that would be an ideal if you had a deputy mayor. It would be in assisting the mayor to do a lot more than what he had to do on his own. At present, the leader of executive business has been appointed by the mayor to act as a mayor from now till the 28th.
And of course, the stability of the coalition in the City of Tshwane, are you seeing eye to eye with other partners? Are you still intact? Do you still think you will deliver a mayor from your side as well?
Okay, from our side at the moment, the multi-party coalition is still working together. We haven't dismantled anything at that moment, and that is done and decided by the national leadership. We go by what the national leadership comes up and tells us what to do, and we take it forward. I think presently to say that we are still intact. We are waiting and trying to work together to ensure the city has continuity and consequent management takes place, and people that are responsible, for example, for the AG report must be brought to books. Action SA is not happy with the report that we've seen from the AG, so we are very dissatisfied to know that what the report read and what the report has said is in black and white. So we want consequence management taking place going forward. People that are responsible for the wrong report, for the report being the way it is, must be taken to task.
Of course, to speak about accountability, we know that there was a CFO as well who was held to account, but do you think more people must be charged for what has happened, including the mayor himself and, of course, possibly, like many political parties have said, the city manager?
Yes, I think the onus of the issue is not just one individual. First of all, the leader of executive, the leader for the administrative is the city manager, and the leader overall, the leader of the city is the mayor. So they are the two main members that must be held accountable, and then the people that they report to them should be also held accountable for this disastrous report that we have seen.
Just lastly, is the multi-party coalition formation worried about the deteriorating state of service delivery in the capital city of the country? I mean, we are seeing what is happening in Tshwane now. The mayor has, of course, resigned, but there's still a question mark as to can services to be delivered?
I think that's a good question. I think as a multi-party coalition, we are still committed to the agreement. We would still like it to work. We would still like, the most important thing for us is service delivery. So we as a multi-party coalition will have to see that service delivery does take place. And I think that's our priority for now going forward.
Excellent. Thank you very much for joining us. Of course, that's the Action SA Tshwane leader here, Derek Kisundo, speaking to us, Masego. Well, it seems like the multi-party coalition formation here in the city of Tshwane may have to go to a drawing board to see who now can they elect as from their side as a mayoral candidate for the city of Tshwane. And like they've said, they're now vying for that route of ensuring that come council day, they of course have a mayoral candidate and a deputy mayoral candidate in the city of Tshwane.